This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi, Chef KD, and Lindsay Anderson. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Health Foundation. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are again. Segan Lane.
Superior Bait and Tackle. Look, I tell you, Jerry, it costs me money every time I come. But I'm going to look. They got it. If you want it, salt, fresh, fix your rods, fix your reels. Mark and them do an amazing job. And they're always fixing me up. So we appreciate them a lot. Boy, we got a lot going on, too.
I had a great week. Did things I love the best. I covered the Louisiana Bassmasters Louisiana High School Championships at Toledo.
I heard you got a little choked up now.
To see all those parents out there that morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and the landing was full, boats everywhere, just like looking at the Bassmaster Classic.
And
see these kids from junior, and it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You can go ahead and brag. That's your buddies.
You know, I appreciate something done in excellence, and from what I understand, from talking to you and everybody.
Mr. Hoover.
Oh gosh, and look,
Gene Hoover and his wife, and Jim Bro and Cindy. They're just tremendous.
They worked hard.
It ain't enough I can say.
We got a lot of coverage coming.
We got a lot of video, a lot of
fishing reports.
Show. And look, and we're going to talk about it.
But guess
what? Let me tell you what else I did. I'm a little tease for next week. I also got to cover Dream Day, Fishing Galore. 24th annual. I know it was the 18th year I've been there. Very emotional time, but that thing has grown so big. It's got to be the biggest celebration for St. Jude patients in the world. No doubt about it. So we're going to bring that to you next week.
And me and Matt next week, you got a little teaser too, because Matt and I are going to have some fun next week in the boat. Y'all just going to have to check it out. That boy got happy feet. But you know what? We're getting ready to go into the season. And you don't have to be a star. He won't let me sing it. But Star is getting ready to kick off. We got Mr. Rare Trasher going to be here going over the CCA Star Tournament with us.
We got a tremendous tournament report. Believe we were gone. Our fishing report 2 weeks. So we're going to try to hurry it up at the end of the show.
Put a seatbelt on, because you need to hang on, because we're going to be right back with a bunch of stuff for you.
You going to walk on me one more time?
I walked on you one more time. Let's go. You said we're going to be quick.
Let's get back. You said you're going to do it quick.
We did it quick. I had to step. He stepped. We going.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana. Voted Best of Louisiana Outdoors 3 years in a row.
Celebrate your mom, dad, or grad with a Benny's gift card. They'll feel loved getting their car cleaned inside or out, or getting gas, snacks, their oil changed, and more. Available at any Benny's or bennyscarwash.com.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Gary, we said how proud you were of them boys at those high school tournaments and the way that Jim and Gene and all the hands pulled it off. But now let's give credit where credit's due. What about the winners?
No, the winners that's a big deal. That's St. Thomas More. You know I was pulling for my Central boys.
I knew that.
State champion. And Brendan Leje, Clayton Clark from St. Thomas More, Lafayette. By the skin of their teeth, they come in with, they were one of the last few to weigh in. They had 20.67 pounds.
Jeez.
5 fish, that's a 4-pound average on a tough day. It's been over there. I told you, I fished the day before and they didn't catch nothing. They come in, they had big bass also, a 771. highlight of it is that one of those young anglers, I was interviewing him, and I asked him, I said, man, how you learn this lake? And then me from St. Thomas More in Lafayette. He said, my grandfather has taught me a lot about this lake. You know who his grandfather was?
Who's that?
Jack Haynes.
Hello.
Getting ready to go in the Hall of Fame. The first Bass Classic winner
Yes, sir.
from the state of Louisiana. I think it was 78 or whatever in South Carolina he won it. But that was tremendous. Congratulations to them. And they barely beat the Lutcher team. The Lutcher team was holding the lead most of the day. They had 20.38. And I'm talking about
29
Hunter
hundredths of a pound.
and Justin Jacobs. That's it. It was very close. They also had a big fish, but it wasn't quite there. Now, in the junior division, Southwest, junior bassmasters out of Denham Springs,
Yep.
Zach Henderson and Nick Ward, they had 14 pounds 60. Now, I say,
That's some
these are
serious
kids
fishing.
now. These are kids of 12 years old.
Yeah, they're going to be spanking some serious butt here before long. You
Unbelievable.
believe that?
And the big bass were wide roach at 3.75. So here we are in this championship right now. Bass Nation, Louisiana High School Championship. Beautiful. San Miguel State Park. The winner, man, is unbelievable. 14 pounds. Jack Henderson, Nick Ward. Nick, where y'all go to school? Now, I want to know, right now, it was a tough lake. It was tough. Yesterday, I fished 3 hours and catch a fish.
We took time. We had to be patient. Be patient with baits and stuff we were throwing.
Where were y'all? What were y'all throwing?
We were throwing jigs and China baits.
What area were y'all fishing?
We were fishing the Blue Lake area in grass.
Found grass.
Yes, sir.
Like Bill.
Yes, sir. Buck grass.
Buck grass. You know a lot about this lake. And you come from South Louisiana and New Orleans there. How do you know so much about this lake?
I've just been reading about it. I just wanted to fish it since like I started bass fishing.
Well, whoever y'all captain was, he must know a little bit about it, I guess.
He's never been. He's just started bass fishing this year.
Are you serious? You're a story in yourself. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We got a lot to cover today. I'm going to cut it short, but I'm going to do this. I want y'all to promise me. When y'all start scouting, when y'all going, y'all call me, and let me do a scouting trip with you. I'll do it for Paradise, Louisiana. The deal? It's a deal. Congratulations. Champions. Holding trophies up. There you are. Thanks to the Bass Nation. Thanks to your high school group. What a beautiful day this is. You should have seen this morning. Stay tuned for more of this from Paradise, Louisiana. Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. In the state championship here, Bass Nation. The junior division again, Blaine Carpenter, Wade Roberts. Second place, what was your total weight?
13.05.
Ooh, we're closer, Doc. What area did y'all fish?
San Miguel. San Miguel, Blue Lake.
Right here, y'all wouldn't go far, huh? What was your best bait?
The hollow body frog.
Y'all found grass?
Yeah.
Where?
San Miguel.
Where? I mean, I see it. What kind of grass was that?
Pepper grass.
Pepper grass.
Lily pads.
Yeah. What was your big fish?
About 3 pounds.
How long you been fishing this high circuit?
About 2 years.
Where you go to school? And where you go?
S.J. Washington.
Now, you got other sports. What's your favorite other sport besides fishing?
Baseball.
Yours? Football. What position?
Linebacker.
Congratulations. Linebacker.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it'd be bad. Congratulations. Y'all stick with it. We follow y'all. Y'all get on some fish in the lakes out there. Y'all scouting. Y'all want to be on Paradise, Louisiana. Come on. Mr. Gary will come running.
All right, thank you.
Ronald, thank y'all. Congratulations again. There they are. And number 2, Blaine Carpenter, Wade Roberts. Welcome back to the state championship, Bass Nation State Championship, high school state champion. And here are the state champions. Here they are from St. Thomas More, Benny Leger, and Mr. Clark. What's that first name? I didn't see
Caleb.
it. And Jack Haynes.
Yes, sir.
First Bassmaster Classic champion from Louisiana, going into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame in Natchitoches in June. And Jack, they paid you your grandson paid you a tribute a while ago. You got to be as proud as they can be. State champions, you don't get no better. That's it. You're a champion forever. Number one. And y'all number one. He's a Bassmaster champion, Bassmaster Classic champion. You don't get no better than that. When that year he won 75.
Yes, sir.
And you're the first one from Louisiana. That's a long. How old were you then?
I was 25.
25 years old. We're gonna see you in June. Guys, you told us how you caught the fish. You gave tribute to them. Let me give you a tribute one more time. St. Thomas More, y'all the winners. Caleb, state champion.
Thank you, sir.
Same to you. You gave your dad and grandpa the same tribute. So stay tuned more. We're gonna show the point leaders coming up right next. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. 2018 Bass Nation High School Champions. Welcome back to the championships. And look, when you lead all year and you fish all the tournaments and you come out the point leader, it's not being a state champion, but you are the champion this year, the point leader champions. From Walker High School, you're right there close to home. Hanson Cheney. And what's that first name, Brendan Buck?
Bronson.
Buck. Bronson. Congratulations. What was the biggest challenge y'all had all year?
Finding fish.
Where? What place? All the places y'all
Every
fished?
place. Everywhere. Took a long time to find them, but eventually we did.
What was the highest y'all placed?
Fourth place.
But y'all were always in the top 5. Every time I see the paper, even with y'all local tournaments, y'all always see the name Cheney and Brock. Y'all tremendous guys. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it.
The champion, Walker, your neighbor. Why don't y'all invite me one day and let me go with y'all scout? What year are you?
Sophomore.
You?
Graduate next year.
Graduate. So, well, guys, we'll see you around for a couple years. Man.
Yes, sir.
Points leaders for the whole year. Bass Nation. High School Bass Nation. Congratulations.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Dylan, thank you for waiting on us.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Glad to
Though
have
we're
you.
running late, this is the first day of the big all-man's tournament here on Toledo Bend. Plus tomorrow, we got the high school tournament. So we can be here. You were nice enough to take us out on Lake Henry in the afternoon. It's almost 3 o'clock. So we got about 3 hours fishing. Where are we going?
Well, we're going to start off in the Greek Creek, and then we're probably going to go run over to Pelican after that and see if we can't find a few out deep.
Now, where y'all been to catch the fish? I heard they had a good week last week.
Yes,
when the weather was...
With the full moon, they're transitioning from spawning to moving back out, so we're trying to catch them in between right now.
Okay. Let's be safe and let's run.
Yes, sir.
You ready? You know, when you fish saltwater, you got tides and things you look. What about evening fishing right now?
Right now, you got to kind of play in fact with the generating schedule. And as soon as they start generating and they start drawing current down the lake, those fish will position on the points like this next to the deeper water. And they'll usually face on this side.
Go ahead.
I said the fish, they'll usually face on this side because the current's pulling down. So that's what we're mainly targeting this afternoon. Well, we're starting off here with the 5/8 Talon football jig with a swim bait as a trailer and a green pumpkin blue color. And that's going to mimic a bluegill right now, because that's primarily what they're feeding on, because we're about to have a big bluegill spawn.
Feel all of it, huh?
It's a real sandy bottom down there.
We fishing right now in 12 foot of water.
Yes, sir. And we're throwing into 20 foot of water, and we're bringing it up that edge, and it's got a bunch of big old cypress
20
on
foot
it.
is that way. It's a creek running through here.
Yes, sir.
And now you just taking a big old weight, and it's a sandy bottom.
Yes, sir. It's a real hard bottom. It's got a lot of sand and mixed with shell. And those fish are staging up to move up the spawn.
And you just keep dragging it, almost like you fish a Carolina rig, but you got the jig on the bottom.
It's the same thing, but you're throwing a jig instead of a Carolina rig. The bite's going to be the same.
All right, you keep it up. Ooh, that felt good. Right now you're on Toledo Bend. You don't never know when you'll get your arm broken, or you're gonna have that locker program, 10 pounds. I've never caught one 10 pounds, Toledo Bend. Look, before I forget again, tell us how people can get in touch with you and your dad.
The best way to get in touch with us is at 409-787-3664.
Okay.
And you're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, "Man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather." And I said, "Sir, I have a tag fish to go catch."
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
Celebrate your mom, dad, or grad with a Benny's gift card. They'll feel loved getting their car cleaned inside or out, or getting gas, snacks, their oil changed, and more. Available at any Benny's or bennyscarwash.com.
Tell them who you are, buddy.
I play the same spot.
When I say now is when you gonna press that button, okay? You can't press it before that, okay? Good deal? Give me some damn. Give me some. Oh, yeah. Is that him? That's him right there in front of us. Look, I'll let him. Where is that? Right there in front of us. Is that him walking away, John?
Head butt to you, head down, horns to the right.
The one on the right or left? Wait. You're almost ready. That's it. I'm gonna wait. Wait till that other one clear. Come on, ready? Come on, Tom. Now. You got him, dude. You got him. You got your first buck. You got him, buddy. Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Got it! Get it, buddy! What about your hunt there, Slade? Tell us what happened, man.
I just done.
You got it done. That is correct.
I fell down and the deer is dead.
What do you tell him?
Thank you.
You thank God and you thank Mr. John.
And
Mr. John, Mr. Frenchie, and Mr. Jason.
the dad.
Yeah, you welcome.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Star President, Mr. Red Thrasher. Red, I saw an old one, and you was on TV with Hackney, one of my favorite people, and y'all were tagging them redfish. Y'all about to get ready, eh?
It is go time. It is go time. We've got 100 redfish to put out in, 30 ports, and so the month of May, we are running the roads, that's for sure.
Anything new right now coming up, and everybody knows, Memorial Day to Labor Day, right. That is the star. Is anything new? Anything coming?
It all starts on May 26th. The biggest news is that we continued the 100 redfish. We introduced that last year. We doubled, went from 50 that we did for the first 23 years, and we went to 100. It produced 11 fish caught and 5 winners, and we're going to do it again. That's the big news. The only major change, we didn't do the tag trout division this year because we've never have a winner. So we took that money and moved it over to a captain's division, and that way the captains, all they have to do is let us know that they want to participate, and then we will send them a sticker for their boat. It doesn't cost them anything. All they have to do is give us all their information. If one of their sports catches a fish that's on the final leaderboard, they win too. They'll win a $1,500 tackle package plus a full-page ad in Tide magazine.
Whoa,
so,
pretty serious.
In another go, and I saw the sportsmen. The sportsmen have really jumped in big time again this year. That $10,000 they add to it if you're
so if you catch a tag redfish and are an eligible winner with us and a subscriber to Louisiana Sportsman Magazine, Tony Taylor and the bunch will give you $10,000 on top of our Chevy truck, our Nautic stores, and we also introduced gator tails into the tournament this year too. So for redfish, we give away 10 prizes, up to 10 prizes. First one's Chevy Silverado. Next 4 are 21-foot Nautic Stars. Next 5 are Gator Tail boat, motor, and trailer packages. And so we've got all kinds of stuff.
Hey, I want to see Tony part with that 10G.
He did last year, and I was shocked he wanted to do it again. No, I'm just joking, Tony. He's been great to us. Louisiana Sportsman's been a partner for years, but he's been doing it, and that was the first year we've had it. We've had guys that let their subscription expire, and we've had different issues. But he gave it away last year to a gentleman from Metairie, Jay Bryan, and he said, man, I'm ready to do it again.
It's hard to see the sports, really kick it like it does. Y'all have done an amazing job bringing it back. You got a network of people that the hardest to restore and just replenish and keep this heritage going because, I'm at the point I'm looking for great grandkids here for too much longer. I'm ready to see some of that going to them.
Exactly. Look, STAR is just a membership drive. That is all it is designed to do. That way more people know what's going on in our state and we can educate them about it. And that's what STAR does. And so every year we get 12, 13,000 anglers.
Well, you know my daughter won a boat, motor, and trailer.
That's true.
Okay. And it was just by entering a little trout that she caught on a trip with me. So don't think you got to be, Mr. God or anything else to be out there fishing. We were just playing around. She caught a trout.
They got bank winners. They got everybody.
Look, we have the redfish gets all the press because it's the biggest prizes and it's the luck component. We have heaviest divisions for everything under the sun, whether it's offshore or inshore, it doesn't matter. We've got it. But the biggest thing, get your kids and your grandkids in. That is the easiest way to win. Not only can they win a boat, motor, and trailer, but they're eligible for all the adult divisions too. You never know. She could have caught a tag redfish and we'd have been giving you a truck as well.
I like that.
Well, look, and while you're here at the CCA, I know we got a banquet coming up. This will be over if you're watching this right now. We tape it on Monday. It's tomorrow night. I understand that, right?
Baton Rouge is tomorrow night, but it's also, besides tagging redfish and getting weigh stations set up, it's banquet season. So if you want to come to a banquet in our area, check out ccalouisiana.com. Chances are we either just had one in your spot or we're coming to you in the next couple weeks. So
all close by.
Very close by, sure. We've got 31 around the state, so plenty of opportunities.
I'll tell you what, and I want to also give a shout out to the early bird winner this week. 2 early bird winners the last couple of weeks, and we didn't get to do it last week. Tell them who the early bird winners is. I remember Gary Coon.
From Kentwood, he won, I think, last week, and Sam Shuddock won this past week. We've got, 2 weeks left, so it's still time to get registered and win some of those prizes, but just make sure you register before you go fishing. It all starts Saturday and Memorial Day weekend.
Don't forget now, he just told you, register early because we still got some early birds left. Get in there. All you got to do is just sign up, and you might win that prize. Don't miss the chance. Hey, you're watching Paradise, Louisiana. We get a rock and roll from one big holiday to the next. Memorial to Labor Day, biggest tournament.
But while we got him here, I want to ask him one more question.
Where are the redfish in the water?
I don't want to know about the redfish. I know last year y'all sent a lot of pictures. I want to talk about that new reef.
Okay.
That was all part of CCA and Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries in Calcasieu.
So we have a couple projects slated for this year, but the first one coming up was an addition to the Big Jack Reef in Calcasieu in the middle of Big Lake. It produced a bunch of fish this year, and Phillips 66 said, look, we want to expand on what you're doing. So we're about to add, I want to say 4 acres there.
Oh, wow.
And then we also have a floating island project coming up at the end of May down near Sycamore Point. So lots going on, and we have a handful slated in later in the fall, all scattered across the state.
I wish you could stay around. I know you said you got to leave. You got so much going on, but I love to have you here doing the news report, and we talk about the red snapper season. But right now, you stick around?
I can talk red snapper too if we need to.
Okay. We'll be back with more Paradise, Louisiana. I'm going to walk on KD this time.
He's walking. He's walking. Hey, we've been fishing together for years as you watch the show, but I got my captain's license. I'm ready to take you out to share the kind of experience that I grew up with my family having. Give me a holler, chefkd.com. Don't tell nobody, but we gonna cook and eat pretty good on board. See you soon.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Hey, welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. It's news time. We're going to talk red snapper and who else that I know knows more about it. I answer every question. I'm loading you up now. Brad Trasher. You know, this new season, kind of give us a once-over what it means, because it changes a little bit every year. But with that extended fishing permit, it does have a whole new bearing this year.
Absolutely. It's something we've never seen before. And look, one thing you need to know is thank your local congressman, thank your local legislators, and thank your Wildlife and Fisheries Department. Without all three parties, this wouldn't happen. And thank goodness we have one of the better departments in the country, so we kind of spearhead this deal. So
Amen.
What you're looking at for snapper this year is we have a finite number that we've got to get to. The goal of the Wildlife and Fisheries Commission is to have everybody fish from Memorial Day to Labor Day. It's funny how those dates work out.
They're just following a good plan.
But so what happens is you're going to get 2 fish per person. You're going to start every day, starting on Memorial Day, and then they're going to judge it. They're going to count fish at the dock. They're going to ask a lot of questions. Please tell those biologists at all of your ports what's going on, what you saw that day. And as those numbers progress, they might shift you from every day to 3-day weekends or even to 2-day weekends.
Gotcha.
What they want to do is make sure they can stretch it throughout the summer, and that's going to be totally based on catch data. So tell them what's going on. We fully expect that at least the month of June, maybe even some of July, that you'll be able to fish every day. And then as the later part of the summer goes on, you'll probably be on weekends, but that way we get to finish strong and we don't have to cut it short. Permit is an exempted fishing permit. What happens is we got it through Congress, through NOAA, and it allowed the states basically to have state management. Look, I've been on this show for years talking about we want state management. And this is the test run. So this is what we want to do, and they're going to do everything in their power to make sure we're right at that number so we get all the days that we want, but we don't go over. That way we can continue to do this process.
We got the ball, let's don't drop it.
Yeah, exactly. Now make sure you still get your offshore landing permit if you're going to catch those. And once again, please cooperate with your biologist and people on the docks. The data they're using is what you give them.
Man, that's amazing. You know, we had a couple questions come in. A lot of the tournaments and stuff going on in Toledo Bend. One of the questions was, hey, look, you know, I'm 65. What's the story of licenses, reciprocal licenses? You don't need to worry about it if you're over 65. Texas honors Louisiana and they honor Oklahoma seniors. The other question was, well, you know, we got a tournament here and we're driving around with the fish and the water and cross-contamination. As near as we've got it figured out, if you bring and trailer your boat to another tournament site and weigh your fish in, immediately drain and rinse out your live wells. We're worried about now, there's so many invasive species coming in, you just have to pay attention. Remember when the hydrilla started, man, check your boat trailer, don't bring hydrilla. Well, you know, one sprig of hydrilla, give it 5 years later, can inundate a place. Now, Gary, you got a little bit of info here, too,
Oh,
for
I
us.
got a lot of it. Good. This is when we really miss Joe Macalusa and Don Dubuque when it comes to Louisiana outdoor.
Oh, he wants some intelligence. That's what he's telling us. Watch
I
out.
like Kevin. Don't talk bad about him on camera.
I said when we miss him. I didn't say I didn't like bad about Kevin. Look, I'm going to tell you what. If I didn't like him, he wouldn't be here.
There you go. He the boss.
That is true.
That's true. But look, you know, Don and them have been in Louisiana Outdoor Writers a long time, and so have we. 15 years been on this show. The Louisiana Outdoor Writers, Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, and CCA and other people, they support the youth journalism thing. The Advocate, the one does that. Joe Macalusa is still running it. He's at the. You can get in touch with him, J Macalusa, at theadvocate.com. But for the years, they used to send out photos. They send out journalism contests, and it's the big thing. Now, also a big thing is about Youth Hunter of the Year. And now there's a Youth Angler of the Year. And
look, there's some neat prizes because I've been at the banquet when it's awarded.
Tremendous prizes and cash prizes. Plus, you know, we highlight them at the banquet, Louisiana Outdoor Writers Banquet in August. The deadline is June 30th. So get your entry in. If you can go to Louisiana Outdoor Writers, you know, their website. You can also go to Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries website. And the journalism contest is run by the Advocate. You can get Joe Macalusa at the Advocate. And we see some of the pictures from the last year and the youth winners, the youth hunter. And now the youth hunter is also girl and boy.
Well, look, get them involved. You know, we've been involved with the fishing side of it for years.
Right.
Get them involved. Not only are there some great prizes, but look, we need people carrying on the torch for you and Kevin and Joe and everybody. And let's get them involved at an early age.
Wendy Biot, by the way, is running the fishing part.
Another great thing, if you think you may want to be an outdoor writer or write for a paper, when you turn your work in, not only are you competing, but you get critique from people that have done this all their lives. And it can give you an insight of, wow, look, this is really what people like, or I can correct this. So, look, the way you learn is by doing. So get out there and participate in this. You only stand a chance to come out ahead.
That's it.
That's it? Were you watching Paradise, Louisiana?
Oh, we want to thank Joe Macalusa for
Yeah,
the years he's been putting in here. One day you might be as good as Joe. He's a Hall of Famer, too. Joe, thank you for sending us that information.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, H&H Rodeo and Tournament Report. Winston Michelle, by the way, come through for Fishers of Men. Thank you, Winston. Take care and send in those winners, and also announce your tournaments. You can do it through us at Garrett Paradise, Louisiana. Give us about 3-week notice, and then. But the main thing is always send those results with us on a Sunday night before we tape on Monday.
With pictures.
Number one. But that was a tough day. It was at Henderson. You know how high that water is now. These ain't bad weights. Neil Mesh, Travis Mesh, 11.87. Second place, Alex Perron and Camp Beard, 11.48. Huh? About 41 hundredths of a pound. They had Big Bass at 4.10. Third, Sandy Goday and Winston Michelle with 10.80. And fourth was Tom Goins and TJ Goins with 10.14. We had the Oak Point Classic was that, man. Y'all sent a late announcement, poor thing, and I couldn't get it on. But let me tell you one more thing. Send me your report. I didn't get your report last night, but you go ahead and send it, and I'll run it next week. Oak Point Classic was over there in the Southwest, so you did it. Katie, I know you got some couple of.
Well, you know, our local boys got up there. They got on the Kentucky Lake. Man, look, Gerald Sporer started off the first day at 11 o'clock. He's leading the pack. But boy, when you fish in an
This is the elite?
This is the elite. When you fish up in that platform, don't think you got a lead, go hang on to it. Because that deep water bite turned on later on in the day, and it ended up with Greg Hackney. Well, Wesley Strader won it with 59.9. Hackney came in. He kind of got it together, came in at 11th place with 52.9. Caleb Summerall came in at 62nd place. Gerald Sporer ended up falling to 65th. Our local boys, Tyler Carrier, Cliff Crochet, and Robbie Latuso were back in the pack. But they're all in the hunt. I'm telling you, knowing these Louisiana boys, if they're in the hunt from day one, watch out for them. I want to take, and I'm going to pleasurize this a little bit. I'm running off of Joe's note. But guys, let me tell you something. The tournament before this on the elite, KVD, Kevin Van Dam, man, I wish I had that V in the middle of my KD. Whew! 25 wins on the Bassmaster Trail. Gary, that's beyond comprehension, okay? But there was a lesson learned. From Joe's report, just to follow the thinking of this guy, he said the first fish he caught on a jig, trail with a grub, 20-pound fluorocarbon. Then he goes to a square bill crankbait on 12-pound fluorocarbon line to kind of bump his stringer up. Then he said, you know, I was losing fish, so I traded out my hooks. Most people don't think that buy a bait, not that the baits don't come with good hooks. Sometimes a little bit of wider bend on that hook, especially a crankbait, makes all the difference in the world. The way the tip works, hey man, you're the greatest, but I got news. I got a KVD story. Comes in, he's scouting for that New Orleans tournament that's launching out of Signette. This man has fished from daylight to dark. He comes in to buy a Black Landing right at mosquito 30, right when the mosquitoes are buzzing around. He stops his day. This guy's out there with his 2 kids, puts them in his boat, sits there with them for 45 minutes, talking to them, encouraging them. Let me tell you something. That's what we take and look at and admire and I respect. So we thank you so much.
I've seen you do that at the bank, too. I see you stop in a store and people come up to you and do that.
Well,
I see you do that all the time, and that's a good deal.
You put me in the wrong category
but you plagiarize. Well, I didn't say you was a good fisherman, Katie.
Believe me, we know that.
You're a good ambassador to the tournament. But we plagiarizing this, by the way, off of
I already said, I'll get Joe.
Joe Michaelusa got a great article in there. By the way, you know, it's Mother's Day coming up, and we're going to talk about that before we go off the air. But let me tell you this, Katie. They got a bunch of other tournaments. Elias and Lunkers, Alak Canal and Pearl River had 23 teams. It was rough over there. And that was a bluebird day. It wasn't no bad weather, and they thought it was good. But Charles Dozat and Mark Moore at 12.20 pounds and the Big Bass at 4.63. Eric Schinko had 8.66. John, how you pronounce that? P-U-C-H-E-U.
Pursuit.
Now you say Pursuit.
Pursuit.
Pursuit. Where's that Pursuit?
No, boy, you in hey, you got that.
Pursuit.
We're leaving in Pursuit.
That's it. 6.81. You got a lot of attention with having that funny name. And Floyd and Jason Pittman, how many people don't know Jason Pittman put there? They had 5.97. Their next tournament is at Crawford Landing in May 27th.
Well, you know, you talking about Toledo Bend a little bit earlier. Steve Rockwall and his son go out there last weekend and weigh an over 30-pound stringer on 5 fish in a little tournament they were in.
Right,
so that is
I don't know where that
unbelievable.
tournament is, but what we got coming up, KD? I know you got something coming up.
Well, you know, you got the one you and I qualify to fish. Wayne Tucker and him at Old Timers Tournament. It's going to be
55 and over.
55 and over, $50 a person. No fishing below Highway 9.
$55 a person, don't forget.
Oh, yeah, 55 a person. Out of Paisanos, you're going to check in at 5:30, start fishing at safe daylight. Hey, you weigh in at noon, okay? So you ain't going to burn out. A lot of eating and maybe a little
drinking. Who you fishing with, Gene, or you going to come fish with me? You going to let me go?
I'm in Delacroix. I got 2 trips in Delacroix that day, so I miss it again. So
but you used to cook for it, too.
For years, the last 3 years, I've been too booked to cook it or fish it.
Well, we're supposed to hurry up right now. Let me
Now,
tell
wait,
you
we got another big challenge coming up. Before I forget, this Saturday, Louisiana, Mississippi High School Challenge. This is like the top 25 teams in the high school division kind of face off for bragging rights, all right?
I was there last year.
And this year, they're going out of the new launch. I hadn't seen it yet. I passed by Pellure, but they say that the launch right there on Lake Pellure that Morgan City has put together is first class, top notch. You can launch there or launch at Russo, so it's either side. But that's going to be this Saturday. And it's bragging rights. Last year we won it.
I covered it last year. It was at Pearl River.
Yep.
And so I don't know if I'll make it this, but got a great deal. KD, is that it?
That's it for me.
We got one more. Everybody knows the Silly Big Bass Toledo Bend from May 18th to May 20th. Get out on the water.
Hey.
And we'll bring back a little bit more with the
We got still a bunch to go, so that's it. We'll be right back. See ya.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at Olin's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. Olin's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
I won this boat fishing the CCA Star Tournament. It felt surreal for about a week.
My name is Amelia, and I'm from Abbeville, and I won this boat.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
Hey, we've been fishing together for years as you watch the show, but I got my captain's license. I'm ready to take you out to share the kind of experience that I grew up with my family having. Give me a holler, chefkd.com. Don't tell nobody, but we gonna cook and eat pretty good on board. See you soon. Hey, welcome back for the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. Look, it's getting time to fish. We're getting tons of pictures in and stuff. Man, give me just a little bit of what you got, because you got a big list.
We're going to go shoreline right now. Bootsy Toops, everybody knows him. Sent this 2 weeks ago, by the way. We was reading, and then he come back and sent another one during the week. They fishing the beaches. They fishing live croaker. Now, they're getting them already. I guess they're getting them over there with Buggy.
Oh, yeah.
But they fishing live croaker right now. This is early. I always thought we go to live shrimp right now, and then we go to live croaker around, the end of July.
You said beach. Now, he's fishing literally the first 30 foot of beach is their secret, that little washout, and they throw that croaker in them foamy waves, and they just kind of let him do his thing until the big trout hit it.
More comes wrong. The first picture you sent me had 55 trout, 5 reds, and even others on the fish they had around there, flounder and everything else. I got a picture, another picture. I'm still getting reports at the Fouchon Rocks.
Yep.
And when that tide is moving right, they're catching sheephead, unbelievable. They're catching sheephead in the back. Right now, you can't see a show right now where you ain't catching sheephead on dead shrimp, live shrimp, whatever you want. But they free line these shrimp right now in Grand Isle. Tommy Vidrain and them still sitting there. All week long, I'm getting pictures. So some of these pictures, I ain't gonna tell you a story about them. We're gonna run a photo gallery because it's been 2 weeks, and we don't want to grab the whole show with a fishing report. Now, Tom LeBlanc and them been fishing in Delacroix and getting better and better. Now, you went and you caught 20, 30, 35 trout. These other people I'm talking about, it started out, they sent me a report, they have 13 trout, a few redfish, 1 or 2 bass. They're getting better trout catches. Been going on right now.
Well, it's one of these pictures, I mean, that's a mule trout they caught right there off the Twin Pipelines. Lake St. John, some of the biggest trout that they've caught in years back there. These are good 18-inch trout. Yeah, they're using live bait, but you know what? It's showing that the trout are moving around and they're starting to feed on those shrimp. Get rid of this north wind where things will stabilize. Believe me, it's going to be game on. Yeah. Captain Jody and them, I mean, they've been catching some serious stringers of fish.
My brother Sam, not my brother Sammy, but brother Sam from Greenwood Spring Baptist Church, he called and wanted to know what they were doing at Hopedale. Called my grandson and been catching both days. They caught 28 to 30 beautiful trout. And he sent me a box shot. I don't want.
When is he taking you fishing?
Who?
Your grandson.
No, my grandson. I don't know, but poor baby, they were fishing a little tournament like that. When are you gonna take me fishing?
Hey,
you gonna put that ball on the spot right now? Look here, Empire. You got a report. I got a report. Captain Jody Dunwire is back fishing right now. You know, he had his surgery. He got rid of, he didn't get to do his duck hunting. He's back on the water. Every day, he's sending me different people, his clients, and they coming from Southern Pipe, from Mississippi, and everywhere around. He's sending these pictures. So we're going to run through a few pictures. Captain Jody, keep sending it. And if you want to get in touch with him, just Captain Jody. Look on his website, and Captain Jody, and he is really producing some fish right now. So he's catching them on live shrimp and plastic. So.
What about freshwater? You still got some more
No,
saltwater?
we still in here.
Cool.
We're still in saltwater. You don't have any more?
I don't have any.
What about you? You don't hear nothing?
I got the same things you got, but you know, I made a neat little trip down to Golden Meadow, and we went sight fishing some reds, but we're going to have a little video out next week. I got freshwater, so keep going. What else you got?
Well, I'm going to come and cover. Right now, I got Hackberry and Big Lake, Captain Matt Griffin, Troutmouth Shorters, sending me there. He's been having some good days. Every day the weather gets better.
But the day you went.
Huh?
But the day you went.
Well, I didn't go.
That's
we
right.
didn't go.
He
called me. Thank you. That's what's good about these captains. They know you're going to travel 2.5 hours. They call you and say, don't come. We'll make it up. I think I'm supposed to go with him May 17th. So later on this month, I'm gonna head west and go with Captain
next
Griffin.
Thursday.
We got so much going on right now. We got all these tournaments coming up. We got the Soul Fest coming up. We got all these big tournaments. So for about 3 weeks between the Catholic Rodeo, we're gonna be hung up. I'm gonna be hung up at Grand Isle. So if I go bass fishing or any other fishing, it'll be during the week.
Now, I got a trivia for you. Swole Fest, how did they come up with that name?
So the fish is swole when they catch a big fish.
No, close. He's close. All these little young guys all pumped up playing football and all. So they got out there and they say, you know, we're always, you know. So that's how they got a name of it. They're all pumped up.
Them boys come from Jesuit. They ain't no big boys.
Oh, look out, look out.
No.
The boxer better come back out, ain't you?
Oh, I don't want to say my Jesuit people. That's the Pope is Jesuit now, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, I fished with the marsh rat, okay? And let me tell you something. When Chad Beat gets rolling on them redfish in the marsh, we had a blast. More of that to come later. What else?
Oh, well, I got some pictures. They didn't tell me where it's from. Tommy Surpass sent me some pictures. A lot of people send me pictures. They forget to tell me where they are and what to catch them on.
They might not want you to know.
We're going to run it on. You know, again, the guys, I ain't telling you nothing. You're going to put it on TV.
Hey, look, we got a great report.
You do that, if you lie to me, you'll never get back on.
Oh, that's it. How about the crab? We just got a little report on some crabbing. That's kind of saltwater.
Who sent you that?
Hey.
Bruce McDonald.
Bruce McDonald, man. He said, I got 14 dozen crabs. Just called.
And he's still fishing.
Yeah, we try to work a few dozen for us.
Yeah, this man here catch anything. And he cook anything, too. By the way, freshwater.
Well, Gene Andre sent a picture of a pretty fish he caught on spinnerbait.
Well, it was Gene, and not only Gene, but Mr. Steve Fontana. This is the time of year they start fishing. and they fish their spinnerbait. And this white spinnerbait been catching fish all over. And he got a special spinnerbait. He puts a little blue in it. Looks just like a shad in the water with the spinner. And Steve Fontana. Gene Andre fishing the same thing at Falls River. There's a shad run. When you see that shad run, you're going to start catching catfish, bass, and everything. But what you look for in the Bell River area and Lake Fluid area, you look for those white birds in the trees. We used to see them on certain points of the bank in Lake Verret.
Yep.
When I was coming up, Big O came out, big white. We used to bob a Big O, look like a shad around the trees and catch them. Or instead of your gold rogue, we start your silver rogue. Use the silver type bait, bango lure, whatever. You fish that top water, imitating a shad right now, and that's where you catch your fish. And if you're trying to find
when Grandpa runs into Lake Verret and like the little Pierre Part bait up in there, those shad, when they spawning up, they're in those grass beds, and you literally right around daylight can go out there. You better have your heart medicine, okay? Because man, look, those bass are blowing up, and look, sometimes they don't want to blow up or anything but those shads. You got to really catch one with his feet sometimes to get bit.
You're gonna see my little trip. You see my little trip
to Toledo?
Toledo Bend. I was under that bridge. That guy was catching them on shad. He gonna tell you more about it. Catching them on shad, not shiners, but it was also catching them on a jig, Bruce and them. So we're gonna show you a little of that. All they do is talking about blue and chartreuse jig. Why you brought them shiners today and how you hooked them?
These aren't shiners, these are shad. These are natural
shad,
bait.
not shiners.
These are shad.
Now where you caught them yourself?
I caught them at the dock.
With a cast net?
Yeah.
Just like fishing and pokers at Grand Isle, huh?
Just like it. You put it down there, just let it sit.
Oh, come on, come on, Aaron.
Wait, take your time, take your time. Bring it this way. Bring it this way.
Bring it in there. Number one, Aaron, she did that the other day.
That's the fish I told you we just gonna catch.
Look at that. That was awesome.
From day to day, you use the bait that you can catch them on. Today, we're catching them on shad, but yesterday we caught them on the blue and chartreuse. If the Romans march left, you got to march left. Today we're marching right with the shad.
I saw you set the hook on that. Boy, they fight, huh?
Oh, man.
Come on, keep it. Boy, that's a big one. Look at your minnow. Your shad. Look at the size of that one, girl. I can't see your face. There you go.
Well, you know, I got a little something to throw in this fishing report, because, you know, Matt and I snuck out the other afternoon, had a neat little fun time, and Matt got them happy feet and started squealing up in front of the boat, and I put the camera in the tripod. Check out my little buddy and tell me that it isn't a blessing to go fishing with him. And yeah, I know, you're coming next with us, but check out little Matt. Listen, that minnow, you got a reel. Boy. Oh, what's that? What's that? What? What?